Hi parents, I want to take a minute to show you what a normal day in our class looks like. There's been some confusion about that, and I think that you're going to find that the class is laid out really well and that there's a lot of different opportunities for your students to be successful in here. Now the first thing I want you to do is I want you to look at the Canvas calendar with me, and right now I have the Canvas calendar open for, let's go to today's date because that's where we're going to start, and it's on a month view that you can see right here. Now you have some other view options. You have a week view option, which is pretty well useless to us because it doesn't really, we don't do things based off time here. But the agenda view is very useful because it shows you on every single day exactly what you have going on that day. Now, I'm going to start looking at the January 10th day because that looks like a pretty normal day to you. And the first thing we have is a notes package. What the notes package looks like is this right here. It's the first thing the students do after we go over the previous day's homework. They download their notes package. All those yellow boxes are things that they fill in on their own as I'm going through the lesson. And this is designed to be the best of both worlds. It's designed to reduce the overall amount of writing that the students have to do, while at the same time giving them enough writing to help them stay engaged in the lesson and not have their minds wander off onto other things. It also gives them a roadmap that they can follow for doing their homework that night when they get home. Now going back to the calendar, the next thing I want to show you are these two YouTube videos, part 1 and part 2, that goes with this lesson. If you were to click on those, it is going to take you to a video, and I'm going to turn the sound off on it here when I turn it on, sound's off, but it's going to take you to a video of the same exact lesson I taught the kids in class. So if they're absent, they can use that video to download their notes package, fill in their notes package, and have it ready to go so that they can do their homework assignments and not miss a beat. Now these YouTube videos are also a great resource for my students when they have, particularly if they have class early in the day. It can be hours between the time they do the class and they get to their homework. So what they can do then is they go home, they eat their milk and cookies after school, watch the video while they're reviewing their notes package, and an awful lot of stuff is going to click that they might have either forgotten earlier in the day or that it is not clicking because they were too busy writing and not really listening as well as they could have. This will likely make their homework time go a whole lot shorter. Now going back again to our calendar, the next thing you're going to see is the assignment. The assignment is going to look something like this. Every day I post assignments for the kids, and you can see we have two general types of problems. The first two type of problems we call are the number problems, and these have lots of numbers in them, very few words. The students are generally expected to do all of the number problems. So here's 8 problems for their homework that they're going to be doing on the number problems. They also have the wordy word problems. These are problems that have lots of words in them. And on this assignment, there is going to be another 7 wordy word problems, but they only have to do the odd ones, which means they're actually only doing 4 of the word problems, giving them a total of 12 problems for the homework at night. That's pretty typical of what you can expect to see in the class. Most of the assignments are going to be set up that way. There will be days when it's not, but for the most part, about 12 assignments is what you can expect the students to have, or 12 homework problems, I should say. Now, finally, going back to the calendar again, you can see right here, you have a place for them to turn in. That's this box right here. Now this is from the teacher view, but on the student review there'll be a button that they can push to turn in their assignment. This is due for this one. Now I'm going to go back to the calendar one last time because I want to show you something that is available to the kids to help them get ready for all their assessments. So we're going to jump way back to November time frame, and I didn't want to go quite that far back. Let's see here. There's Thanksgiving, and here we go. We've got some different types of reviews available to the students. So they're lined out because we've already completed this, but you can see right here I have a practice vocab quiz. That practice vocab quiz is identical to this real vocab quiz. I mean, line by line, word by word, they are the same quiz. They can take the practice vocab quiz as many times as they need to feel successful or be successful, and then come in and get a 100 on the real quiz the next day. I also have a practice subtest here, which is very similar to the real subtest, which you can see the real subtest would have been somewhere down there, but that is the real subtest. The practice subtest is going to be right here. And once again, very similar, not identical, but it's designed to help the kids be successful on the real subtests that they have in my class. And then we've got the big chapter test. And before each one of the big chapter tests, I have an extra credit review. That extra credit review is extremely similar to the real thing. The numbers are different, but the wording of the problems, the layout of the problems, all that is virtually identical to what they can expect to have on their real chapter test. And to go along with that, if they get a 90% or greater on the extra credit review, they get to have 5 bonus points on their chapter test. All of these review assignments are available to the kids to take as many times as they need to so that they can be confident in being successful when the assessments come around. Now, the last thing I want to talk about is homework and going over homework. Each day we start off the class with me giving the students the answer to the previous night's homework assignment and giving them the opportunity to ask questions about it. So if they took and didn't get full points for their homework because they didn't know how to do a couple problems, that is their time to get it right. They can ask me questions, I work it out on the board, they can write it down on their homework assignment while I'm doing it and submit it to me by 3 p.m. and they get full credit. The way homework grading works, if I look at your homework, I grade it kind of by the pound. I'm going to look at it, make sure it looks like they know what they're doing. If it looks like they know what they're doing, they get 10 out of 10 points. If they've done it but have some confusions in there, they're going to get 5 out of 2 points. If they don't have a clue, well, that's got to be a 0 out of 10 points because they really had no idea what they were doing. They were just throwing some ink down on paper. And of course, if it's late, then it's 7 out of 10 points. Now, as I said a minute ago, the way the homework grading is, the late is cut off, is they have until 3 p.m. the next day to get it turned in. So if I give them the homework assignment today, they have until 3 p.m. on tomorrow to get it turned in to me, and they can still earn their full 10 out of 10 points. I hope you found this video useful, and I think you're going to see that we have a lot of opportunities here for the kids to be successful. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out for me. I'm here for the kids, and I'm looking forward to seeing what I can do for them. Thank you. Have a great day.